So we just saw the Hateful Eight.
Yes.
Tarantino. That's really all we need to say about the.
Yep.
Vlog over. All right, let's.
Vlog over. We're done.
It's a Tarantino movie.
Yep. That's all you need to know.
Can I just say this movie was very, very long?
It was, but it didn't feel long. Like, we weren't sitting there in the theater like, God, when is this shit over?
No, it was. It didn't feel long at all, but it did feel exhausting.
Yeah, we went in at like 7:10, and we didn't get out until 10:30.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, get to the point. I mean, his movies, he needs to dial it back a little bit with the length of his movies.
Yeah.
Because we had the same problem when we went to go see Django.
Yeah.
It was like, we didn't realize how long that movie was.
Yeah, most of his movies are really long. Even Inglourious Basterds was long.
Yeah.
But the thing is, even though they're long, they're still particularly engaging, which is what I like about his stuff.
I love Tarantino.
Yeah.
His movies, his characters are very, very human.
Yeah.
And his movies feel very natural because they do things in there and they take their time doing things, and it's very reflective of real life. Mm-hmm. Like, they do stuff in it. And what's interesting about this movie was, like, things that happened in this movie, things they established seem inconsequential, but actually have a reason, like the door being broken.
Yeah, exactly.
They actually showed we should probably talk about what this movie's about, which is not very easy.
Not without spoiling certain things.
Yeah, so we'll try to avoid spoilers, but it is a Western. It wasn't quite what I thought it was going to be. I think a lot of people were like that.
Yeah, it played itself out more like a murder mystery than anything else.
It eventually evolved into that, and it kind of came out of nowhere, too. If you think, because there was nothing really that like implied that that's where the direction it was going.
Yeah,
you thought it was just going to be. Honestly, when I just based on the title and some of the footage I saw of it already, the way I thought this was going to play out was like they were going to gather like these 8 people and they were
kind of like a Magnificent Seven.
Yeah, and just become like a group of bounty hunters or a group of like mercenaries or something.
Yeah,
like that. And I saw like the like characters were gathering, and I saw like, okay, clearly that's where this is going, and no, that was not where it was going.
Not where it was going.
we seem to have trouble with movies like that. We go in thinking it was something else, and then it turns out to be a murder mystery, like with Crimson Peak. Crimson Peak was the exact same way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, honestly. It just felt a little weird because I thought it was gonna go in another direction.
Yep.
Okay.
Though I have to say, this movie wasn't nearly as asynchronous as most of his other movies.
Yeah.
Like, this one was, except for, like, halfway through the film, where they rewound it.
Yeah.
To show, like, all the spoiler stuff that happened.
Yeah. All what you didn't see.
Yeah, what you didn't see that happened earlier.
Because stuff happened in this movie that, like I said, comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But then, you gotta hang in there for most of the movie, because then they explain what happened, like how this all got started.
Yeah.
Alright, so basically what happens is Samuel L. Jackson's character is a bounty hunter, and he meets up with it's snowing in the middle of Wyoming, and he needs to get his bounties to a town.
Yeah.
And he meets up with the carriage.
Hangman.
Yeah, the hangman.
John Ruth.
John Ruth. Yeah, John Ruth, who was also going into town with a bounty, a woman who murdered some people apparently, and they were meeting up at this haberdashery.
Yeah, Minnie's haberdashery.
Yeah. Isn't a haberdashery like a hat maker?
Yes, a haberdashery is a hat maker.
But like, it was like a inn/general store.
Yeah, apparently they said like the haberdashery part was just a joke.
Oh, okay. Which is ironic because Minnie doesn't like hats. People wearing hats in her.
Yeah, exactly. That's the joke.
All right. Anyway, they're going up to this place because there's a blizzard coming. They gotta stay there, and they meet all these other people, and you could kind of tell immediately that something weird is about this place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The door's broken. They have to kick it open and nail it shut every time anybody comes in.
Yeah. There's a bunch of weird characters. that act weird. There's one guy who's British, and then there's this old guy who's a Civil War.
Yeah,
veteran.
General Sims.
Yeah, and then there's this guy in the corner who's writing his memoirs and going to visit his mama.
His life story.
And then there's the people that own the place were not there.
Yeah.
And which was also very odd. And you could tell like Samuel L. Jackson knew something was up.
Oh yeah, of course. He was peering around looking at a bunch of stuff.
And that's when it starts to become a mystery.
Yeah.
And
he's looking around for oddities, and he's noticing things and just taking it all in.
Yeah, and I knew something was up. I just didn't know how it was gonna unfold until they flash back.
Yeah, until you see how it played out.
Yeah. Let's see what else. There's not real. We can't really go into too much more detail without giving away. Like, I don't want to ruin this movie for anybody because it.
Yeah.
The great thing about this movie is just how it unfolds.
It really is.
Yeah, it's
the best thing about it.
It's the information given to you, and then watching the events happen. That's
and playing along at home.
Yes, it was really cool.
In the theater at this point.
Yeah. I guess we can talk about the signature Tarantino excessive violence and gore.
This movie was bloody as fuck.
Oh God, seeing people get their heads blown off.
Oh yeah,
as well as other things.
Yep.
We can't go into that.
By the end of the movie, there isn't one character who is not covered in blood.
Yeah. Oh God, it's a bloodbath.
It is. Seriously, really and truly. Even more than a lot of his other films, and some of those films are really trying. Except
maybe Kill Bill. I think Kill Bill, just because of the fight with the Crazy 88s.
Yes, the one.
For that reason alone, I think that movie still tops it in terms of gallons of blood.
Yeah, but even then, well, okay. Yeah, I'll have to watch that one again.
Watching 88 guys get chopped up.
Yeah. Actually, if I remember correctly, there weren't 88 of them. They just called themselves the Crazy 88s.
Well, one survived.
Yeah, true.
She left one alive, at least one alive.
Yep.
Some I think were still alive, but they're not going to be the same.
No.
Okay, so how do we talk about this movie
without spoiling?
That's the hard part.
Everybody in the movie was great, though, I thought.
Oh yeah, performances were great. Samuel Jackson, as usual.
Yeah, him and Walton Goggins.
Yeah.
Who played the sheriff, the would-be sheriff.
Yeah, so while they're on their way up to this haberdashery, they pick up this other guy who was apparently part of a mercenary group, and the two of them knew who he was.
Yeah, Maddox's Marauders.
Yeah, so and apparently he was going to be the new sheriff of the town they were going to go to.
Yeah, Red Rock.
And his performance was hilarious.
It was.
Something about him felt very like Andy Griffith. Like just the way he says things like this.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, or maybe like that one guy from Blazing Saddles.
Which one?
It's like the one guy is like, sing us a song.
Oh yeah,
you know, that guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Camptown races sing this song.
Yep. Yeah, he was amazing.
Yeah.
It was.
But everybody was good.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Samuel Jackson was.
Yeah.
You know, nothing. He never. That's the one thing I love about him, and the reason why he's such a great and popular actor is that he never phones anything in. It doesn't matter what movie he's in.
Nope. He will give it.
He gives it his A game.
Like when he was in RoboCop.
Yeah, like when he was in. Yeah, he was the best thing about that movie.
He really was.
He really was.
And you can tell, like that movie. That movie's already forgotten about, but goddamn, that before Samuel Jackson basically being Bill O'Reilly.
Exactly. That was the best. What was the name of the show? Like the Novak Factor or something?
Yeah, some shit like that.
Something like that, yeah. But yeah, he was great in this one too, but yeah.
Definitely.
Goggins was not one to be upstaged either.
No.
The two of them were great.
No, especially towards the end when they had to work together.
Yes, exactly.
I like who was the girl? The murderer? Daisy. Who played her?
I think that was Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Really?
Yes.
Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Yeah.
No relation to Jason Leigh.
No. Leigh, not Lee.
Okay, yeah. It was like, that's weird. She has an entire actor as a last name. She was great too. But what was funny is like, she was a murderer, and she basically was like handcuffed to
Kurt Russell.
Yeah, to Kurt Russell this whole time. And every time she would do something, he would just slap the shit out of her.
Yeah, just like beat the shit out of her, like throw something in her face.
Oh god, I shouldn't. I feel like I shouldn't laugh at that, but her character is a murderer, so.
But what I find funny though is the fact that they never, ever explained who she murdered.
Yeah.
And what she did.
Yeah, she just murdered someone.
Yeah.
And that's all. That's all we know.
It's never explained.
Yeah. Didn't really. I guess it didn't really need to be. I mean.
No, I suppose not.
Yeah.
But it was.
It's just every time, like the first time it happened, he smacked her with his gun.
Yeah.
It's like
he like pistol whips her.
It's like those bells sound pretty, don't they, or something? I don't know.
Something like that. It's like he elbows her in the face, throws like stew in her face, and like all this other stuff.
She gets hurt probably more than anyone in this movie.
Oh yeah. She's like basically the punching bag for most of it.
Yeah.
And not just Kurt Russell, like a lot of the characters just beat the crap out of her.
Yeah. Again, I feel like I shouldn't laugh at it, but again, she's a murderer, so
yeah. It's one of those.
Whatever. I guess Tarantino's not known for stuff like that. I mean, he's got a lot of like good female characters in his movies.
Yeah.
So they established that she's a bad person.
Mm-hmm.
So
you don't really feel bad when Kurt Russell just elbows her in the nose until she's bleeding profusely.
God.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been hit in the nose before too. That hurts.
Yeah, I've been punched in the nose before myself.
God, the blood is just all over her face and stuff.
Yeah, and she's just like licking it up like it's nothing.
Yeah, I think my one of the best scenes in the movie was there's the old guy, the Confederate soldier in the thing.
Oh, General Sims.
Yeah, him. Yeah. Apparently, he was in a battle with a platoon that Samuel Jackson's character was a part of, and they had great exchanges. And there was a moment where you think that maybe the war is over. Let's
bygones be bygones.
Yeah, so he was like, "May I join you for?" Because he hated him at first, but then Samuel Jackson, it seemed like he was trying to make peace with him. And then it went really, really south.
Yo, boy, did it! Holy shit! That part of the movie was
that whole monologue he was doing was not only fucked up, but it was great.
It was. Yeah, I have to admit I laughed at that part.
Yeah. I don't know. We won't go into details.
No, we won't. But yeah,
this is definitely a movie you really need to see for yourself.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, watch it.
It's a shame that it's. Let's face it, it is going to be overshadowed by Star Wars, but still.
Unfortunately. It's been out a while, hasn't it?
Star Wars?
No, the
Hateful Eight? I think it came out this week.
Did it?
I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it did.
Maybe. Yeah, because when we were at the theater...
It was the 31st that it came out.
because we were at the theater, and the line was huge, and people were still going to see Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is like a movie till Netflix later. But I mean, if you've seen Star Wars already and you need something to watch,
see it. Yeah,
go see this.
If you've seen Star Wars 4 times and there's nothing else to pick out of it,
especially if you're a fan of Tarantino, I would say this is about as good as his other movies. I do find it interesting that he's done 2 westerns in a row.
Yeah,
because Django was.
But they're
last
staunchly different from each other. Though,
yeah, yeah, definitely. I am curious to know if this fits in with his with the Tarantino verse.
Yeah.
Because all of his movies supposedly connect.
That's true. Well, I mean, yeah, they do because again, the whole thing with like the Red Apple tobacco.
Yeah.
Red Apple cigarettes are one of the things. So it does fit into the universe in some.
That was his slusho.
Yeah, his slush.
Although that wasn't in Star Wars.
No, it was not.
J.J. Abrams did that. All right. Yeah, because I was interested to see if this would fit in because. It's a Western, and Samuel Jackson is in it as a different character than he was with Django.
Yep.
So, but then again, he's been in other movies. I guess there's a lineage of Samuel Jacksons throughout
Yeah, right. It's like I think the character.
going all the way back to the West, and then
Yeah,
eventually to Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, and that's where because all of the characters he plays in all the earlier movies are all
Yeah.
they're like the ancestors of Jules Pitt. But the one thing that cracked me up though is the fact that all the music that was in the movie was done by Ennio Morricone, pulled from different movies of his, and two of the pieces of music that Tarantino used were from John Carpenter's The Thing.
I was thinking that, like, because when it opened up, it had, like, a cold opening where it was just music and like, establishing shots.
Yeah, that was from a different movie.
And the music was, the whole time I was like, the music in this is so strange.
Yeah.
It does not feel like a Western. It feels like a slasher movie.
Yeah. Yeah, and 2 points in the movie, it's clearly music from The Thing. One was an unused track.
Yeah.
And honestly, it fit better in this movie than it would have in The Thing.
because we were listening to it, and it sounded like something that like Tim Burton would use.
Something like that.
It sounded like something that came out of Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Appropriate considering the whodunit plot line, plus
considering the scene it plays in.
The claustrophobia, being in a small enclosed place, plus the winter.
And the paranoia.
And the paranoia. Yeah, it fits very well.
Mm-hmm.
Tarantino knows his movies.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, because I have a feeling that was a very conscious decision of his.
Yeah, you could tell that was deliberate.
Yeah. Let's see. Is there anything else we can say about this?
I'm pretty much, without spoiling it, I'm pretty much spent. There's really nothing else
Yeah, we don't want to spoil
say.
anymore. I guess my one complaint was just the length. If it's used well.
Mm-hmm.
Like every minute in that movie is used very well.
Yeah.
But again, it's just it's so exhausting to come out of a Tarantino movie these
I know,
days.
because it's so engaging and you just get so drained afterwards.
I felt like I was actually there.
Yeah.
Just in that cabin, just
freezing your ass off.
just stuck there in the middle of winter, and it's just
2 more days.
Yeah, is the blizzard over yet?
I know.
I want to go home.
Yep, exactly. And the AC was like really turned down in that theater too.
Yeah.
So we were like, it
It
freezing
was surprisingly cold in there. I don't know
was.
why. I think I have everything I've needed to say about that movie.
Yeah, so go see it. It's well worth the price of
The
admission.
Hateful Eight.
The Hateful Eight.
Which is kind of a misleading title, because like I said, I thought this was going to be...
Coincidentally, his 8th film.
Yeah, I think that might be why.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is. Because it was a very hateful movie, and it was his 8th movie.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why it was...
Perhaps. But yeah, it's no Magnificent Seven.
Yeah, it isn't, but...
Or Seven Samurai
or
for that matter.
it could just be like a play on that, like the Magnificent Seven, the Hateful Eight.
There you go.
I guess it works.
Either way,
there's a lot of levels. It's very dense. It's very
deep, man. You just don't get it. Whatever.
It's like poetry. It rhymes. I'm not. You know what? No, I'm not going to do that to Tarantino.
No.
I like Tarantino too. I have too much respect for him.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So I guess that's it. The Hateful Eight. Check it out, and we'll be back probably next week with The Forest.
Yes,
The
Forest.
Forest in January. God damn it.
I know.
All right. See ya.
Later, peeps.